My name is Andrew Neufeld, otherwise known as Goose, and I play with Comeback Kid.
So it's been a year and a half since we last spoke. What has happened in that time?
Damn, what did I do for the last year and a half? We've just been playing a lot, you know, we've just been touring a lot. This last half a year has been celebrating the 20th anniversary of our album Wake the Dead. And so we've just been kind of doing a little glory lap around the world. We're only like halfway done it. We've done the States and Europe. Now we're doing Canada. We'll probably end it off in Australia and Japan, I think. Aside from that, we're doing some, been doing some support tours. Haven't really put out any music. We're probably gonna go in the studio next year. So just doing the damn thing, you know?
Sick.
Just grinding.
Yeah. How's the reception been for the 20th anniversary tour so far?
It's been surprisingly like better than we ever could have really imagined, actually. It's like some of the songs that, the deep cuts on the record, like that we'd never played before, they're pretty fun to play. After all, it's very fun to play these songs. Some of them, yeah, like it was our first time ever playing them on this run. So, yeah, it's cool, like playing a different kind of set list. Than what we're used to be playing, like when we do just like normal stuff or support stuff. So it's been rewarding, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. So today's the second date of the Canadian leg of that tour. How are you feeling to tour your hometown or home country again?
It's cool. It's a little overwhelming. For example, yesterday in Toronto, it's like everybody that we haven't played Toronto in 2 years or something like that. So like everybody that I know is trying to come out to the show or whatever, and I'm kind of glad that that's done. But almost like we you know, I grew up in Winnipeg. I live in Toronto. Some guys live in Vancouver. So it's almost like every night is like a hometown show for us, just because we've been playing around Canada for so long. So socially, it's a little overwhelming, but show-wise, it's fucking sick. Like tonight, there's no barricade. Yesterday, there was a barricade. We played at the Danforth in Toronto, and I actually used to work there, like before the pandemic. I used to actually like have to build the barricades, and like I was stage managing and stuff. But I'd never played this venue before, so it was kind of cool to you know, show up and like have a really like solid show there.
Yeah, for sure. As a photographer, I like the barricade.
Yeah.
When I saw you guys in Halifax, I had a flash on top of the camera. I was front row for most of the set, and I was just going like this the whole time, just avoiding people. Over your career, what do you think the craziest fan moment that you've experienced is?
I think the craziest one is just when there's like a Terminator. It's like you think you get away from somebody and they're just like super hyper focused on you, and you think you turn a corner and then they're there, and then you like go to the backstage, somehow they get there, and then you go to your bus and they're somehow there. Like it's not just a Punisher, it's a Terminator, like they're fucking following you everywhere.
That's I saw you in front and then I saw you in back, and I was like, wonder if he recognized me.
I was on the phone.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't say anything to you. The relaunch of Warped Tour has happened in 2025. How has it been on that after so many years? And when was the first time you played or attended Warped Tour? And what are the huge differences?
We've never actually done the Warped Tour before, except for this year. Back in the day, like in like 2005, we played like one Calgary Warped Tour, and I think we played in like a merch tent. So it was very impromptu, and we kind of just jumped on or whatever, but we never actually did the tour. And then this one, there's only three Warped Tour festivals this year. One in LA, one in DC that we've already done, and then I guess coming up is Orlando. But it's a little bit of a mission. There's a lot of logistics there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily hardcore shows, but we get it going.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like just under the age, and I'm from the East Coast where I've never been to a Warped Tour, and I mean at this point I'm
Yeah,
if they bring one to Toronto or Montreal again, for sure.
Our front of house tour manager and merch person, they are younger as well, like the later 20s, early 30s, and they're from Europe as well, so they're gassed on Warped Tour. They're like, I need to go. Like, some people just really need it.
I mean, they have some good festivals in Europe. Like,
yeah, I think we're spoiled with the European festivals. Definitely, we get to play with all types of bands, and like to crowds that we maybe wouldn't always play to here.
Yeah, for sure. So you also got to play a couple of NoFX's last shows last year.
Yes.
How was that? The two shows in Montreal. The second one was their biggest headline show to date.
I heard. It sounds. I mean, yeah, those shows were awesome. Like, we had so much fun, and we've always loved NoFX. Where was it? In Denver, though, they made us deadline, which means they had 2 sets, but the weather was so shitty and things were, so they're like, okay, we got to plan this out so we play exactly when the weather is good. And so they made us play after them. And so it was like, sucks, like people left, but there's still a good crowd there. But it was just kind of funny, like they're like, can you play last, like switch the schedule? I'm like, can we say no? But no, they're like, no, you kind of got to.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I can't believe people would leave. So I saw you attended the Oasis show in Toronto. How was that experience, and what do you think of the Rogers Stadium?
Rogers Stadium sucks. It's like the worst venue.
It's what I've heard.
Yeah, everyone's saying that. The first night, I actually went twice because I got random tickets. First night was cool, but then the second night was great because not necessarily just for like, I love Oasis a lot, but the vibe was good. I had some friends over, and I live right on the subway line in Toronto, so we all took the tube up, having a beer or whatever, and the vibes were like pretty heavy at that one. Just being with your friends at a show was like it's a really good thing.
Yeah, especially that size, because you don't really get that in Canada very
stuff
often.
like that, yeah.
So the last time we spoke in Halifax is when you were touring the Trouble EP. How was that show specifically for you?
I mean, you're trying to jog my memory here. Is that the one with Spy?
Yeah, exactly. When they first drove all the way to, because everyone bitched to have them in Halifax.
That show was very, very good. That was a really fun show. Tight venue, I don't know.
That was
a lot of stage dives, I think.
Yeah, there's a video on our first interview, like in between after you said your name, and Holly from Thousand Knives somersaults perfectly past me on stage behind you, and then crowd surfs.
Perfect.
What was the craziest city on that tour?
You're like jogging my
memory. How much weed did you smoke on that tour?
3 years ago. I don't even remember certain venues sometimes.
This one was last March.
Yeah, I mean, what was the best one on that? I don't even know. Where did we play in Toronto? I was kind of going through shit during that tour, so I don't know if I had the best time on that tour. My brain was, my head was elsewhere. Yeah, Toronto was all right. It was at Velvet. Winnipeg was very, very good. The whole tour was like pretty banging. Like, I really love always playing Edmonton. I don't know.
You're the only one that I've ever heard say they love Edmonton.
I don't love Edmonton all the way through, but actually I do have a good time when I go there.
I lived there for like 2 months once. Yeah. And I was like, I can't do this, and I moved to Jasper.
Nice.
Out of your entire career with Comeback Kid or Figure 4, what would you call your proudest moment?
But my proudest moments are just like some of these like massive festivals that we've had the opportunity to play for, like I said. And just like, just doing the we said, and then just seeing a sea of people sing along. Or it's almost more gratifying if it's another song, than a different song than Wake the Dead, actually. But when I can't really pinpoint one moment because it all kind of blurs together sometimes, but just those moments where the crowd is just going wild and singing your words like so loud, that always makes me feel like pretty good.
Must be a crazy feeling.
It's some sort of orgasmic, I don't know. It's fucking no. It's just like it brings all those like good feelings.
For sure. Yeah. What can we expect from Comeback Kid after the Wake the Dead tour? Is there any new music already coming?
Yeah, we just did a writing session a couple weeks ago. Did some demos. We still got a lot of work to do though. We're just kind of trying to find the time in between touring because it's just so busy right now. So, you know, we'll have like a week off or 2 weeks. So it's hard to sometimes get in the groove writing, but we've booked studio time for like next April.
Sick.
So probably won't see new music until the end of 2016. 26.
No,
26.
yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yes, 2026.
Sick. Thanks for meeting with me. That's everything.
Appreciate it.